Spectrophotometry is a technique that uses light to estimate the amount of substance in a solution by comparing the intensity of light absorbed by the test solution to the light absorbed by the blank solution. The blank has everything that the test solution has except the substance that you want to measure. The difference in the absorbance of light between the test and the blank solution is the measurement for that one substance of interest. This is similar to an experimental design where the control differs from the treatment, only in the variable of interest. This short video will provide you useful information about the Spec200 spectrophotometer. For additional information, please consult Appendix 1 in the Investigative Biology Laboratory Manual. First, turn on the spectrophotometer. The power switch is on the back panel. Make sure there is no cuvette in the sample compartment. Close the sample compartment and press Enter. You will work only in the modern interface program. Use the up and down arrows to select it and press Enter. There are 4 different application functions: live display, multi-lambda, quant, and scan. Use the left-right arrows to switch between these functions. If you get lost among the multiple functions, just press the Home button and you will return to the home screen. Regardless of the application function, the measurement mode should be set to ABS, which stands for absorbance. Absorbance is the negative log of the percent transmittance. Use the arrows to set the proper measurement mode. The measurement lambda represents the wavelength the spectrophotometer will use. Use the arrows and the wavelength knob to set the required wavelength. Make sure that you do not scratch the cuvettes. Use masking tape to label both the blank and the test cuvette near the top. If the label is too low, it will interfere with the light path. The solution should also be free of bubbles. Make sure that the outside of the cuvette is dry and clean. Use a Kim wipe if necessary. The cuvettes hold a maximum of 3.5 milliliters of liquid. If you scratch the cuvettes or block the light path, or you do not put enough liquid into the cuvettes, your measurements will be incorrect. Regardless of which application function you plan to use, you need to set 0 absorbance with the blank solution. I'll show you how to do it in the live display function. Set the desired wavelength. Place the cuvette with the blank solution in the sample holder. Close the lid and press the 0 button. Press Enter to freeze this display. Now you have set the 0 baseline. Place the cuvette with the test solution into the sample holder and close the lid. Press Enter to measure the absorbance. Press Enter again to freeze the display. Since you have already set the baseline with the blank, the measured absorbance is the absorbance of the substance of interest. Remove the cuvette. Now you are ready to measure the next test solution. If you have multiple test samples, you should frequently reset the baseline with the blank. Under multi-lambda function, you may compare the absorbance of the solution at 4 different wavelengths. Don't forget to set the baseline with the blank. If we do not tell you which wavelength to use, you can identify it under the scan function. The wavelength range is already set. Click Next. Use the blank to set zero absorbance and measure the test solution. After pressing Enter, the absorbance graph will be drawn. Use the left and right arrows to identify the absorbance peak. Read the wavelength and use that wavelength for your measurements. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask your laboratory instructor.